Hey there everyone, happy Monday. King 5 Meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you as we get ready to track a total lunar eclipse Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Of course, the big focus is going to be whether or not we have a lot of clouds across the area because Monday has been very clear. We've seen a lot of sunshine and we're going to start off with the clear skies tonight, but there are clouds moving on in. So we're just going to talk a little more about that and the rain chances coming along with these clouds moving in as we go throughout the remainder of the week. Let's first talk timing of this lunar eclipse tonight. Just after midnight, even getting closer to about 2 o'clock, that's when we start to see a bit more of that shadow from the Earth moving over the moon. In totality, well, that's going to be right around 3:30 in the morning. You can kind of see that reddish hue and color to the moon at that point. Well, that is all the different sunsets, sunrises here across the globe. Since the Earth is going to be right in front of the moon at that point, all of that's going to be directed right onto the moon, and that's why you get that reddish color on the moon during totality. So that's when we hopefully would be able to see it, but again, we're expecting to see a lot of clouds as we move on into the night. We'll start to see that shadow from the Earth move off of the moon as we get closer to early tomorrow morning. But again, let's talk about the forecast and show you how things are shaping up as we head on into the night, because we do have a system moving on in, and that will either way bring in rain and mountain snow to the area as we go somewhat tonight, but more so into the day on Tuesday. Not going to be as warm here over the next few days. Highs have been in the mid to upper 50s, closer to 60 degrees. We're going to be back closer to average in the low 50s. And that total lunar eclipse, that's happening here into the night and early into Tuesday morning. So checking out the forecast, you can see there is rain on the way. That's going to be with us pretty much from every day tomorrow all the way into the start of next work week. I think the highest chances are definitely tomorrow and heading into the day on Wednesday, but they're going to be off and on chances afterwards too into the end of this week and the beginning of next. It's been a beautiful day though up this way around Bellingham. Clear skies, a lot of sunshine, many people out there walking around the bay. Over this way towards Everett, you can see some of those clouds off into the distance. That's looking towards the Olympics, and you can definitely tell, yeah, there are some clouds that are making their way closer to Puget Sound. While looking at this view right here from our Queen Anne camera out towards the south and to the east, yeah, beautiful shot of Mount Rainier off into the distance and the Seattle skyline as temperatures have been in the mid to upper 50s across the area. A bit more of that south wind too, and again, a lot of temperatures have been really close to that 60-degree mark here this afternoon. As we head into the night, though, you can see those cloud icons beginning to pop up a lot more as we go deeper into the night. 11 p.m., mainly cloudy skies. I would say partly to mostly cloudy skies, and then maybe overcast skies heading into the early morning hours of Tuesday. Nothing to report on really, though, as far as rainfall right now. That system is still a little ways off of the coast, but the cloud coverage is making its way closer. High pressure, which you can see right here, well, that is going to be scooting off to the east and out of our area here as we go throughout the night. And then the cloud deck that you see right here, that's going to be heading closer to us. And we already have a good amount of clouds closer to the coast as we speak right now. And you can see that on Futurecast. That area of clouds that we have right there across parts of the coast has been keeping things a lot more gloomy and cloudy for Monday afternoon. That starts to head its way farther to the east as we head on into the night. That's 7 o'clock. And then as we get even deeper on into the night, let's go ahead and back that up. That is going to be closer to about early to night, about 1 o'clock. A lot of that cloud coverage, it is back, and we are starting to see that impacting the area and the viewing that we're going to be able to have of the lunar eclipse at that point. So it's not looking promising at all, but there could be perhaps maybe a few breaks in the clouds giving us brief glimpses of the moon at that point. And if you are really adventurous, maybe you want to head across the eastern side of the state because it is expected to be clearer over there. So you're going to have to head east of the Cascades in order to get a pretty good viewing of that lunar eclipse. But as we go throughout the night and early into the morning on Tuesday, you can see more of those clouds coming on through. That's 7 o'clock. And at that point, too, better chances of rain out towards the Olympic Peninsula and eventually increasing. Mid to late afternoon, we'll see that steady rain really start to ramp on up, and we'll see more of that throughout Tuesday night and into the day on Wednesday, and some mountain snow to go along with that too. And that hangs with us as we go throughout more of Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Decreasing chances, but still it looks like we are going to have some showers around at that point. So with the rain that we're expecting with that, we'll see anywhere between about, it looks like a third of an inch up to about 3/4 of an inch in many spots. Maybe a little higher out towards the coast, and a couple of spots like Mount Vernon or maybe even Seattle getting up just above that around 0.8 of an inch. Snowfall with this, not going to be too impressive, but at least something. And up there around Baker, we get closer to about 10 inches of snow with this, and then we'll be between about 3 to 6 inches, I think, for many spots around Stevens, Crystal Mountain, and White Pass. While Snoqualmie Pass, snow levels might be just a little too high for us, so a little in terms of accumulation with that. And continuing on into the week, this is going to be probably our wettest system that we're going to have, because once we get into Thursday and Friday, not as much moisture really with the remaining systems that we're going to have on into Friday or heading on into the day on Saturday, because you can see a lot more of the moisture will be directed off to the north with those systems. But still keeping things a bit on the active side throughout the day on Saturday, and then even into Sunday, a few showers around, and we'll see another system beginning to move its way in from the northwest, heading on into the day on Monday and Tuesday. That one could be maybe a bit chillier, could draw down some of those snow levels, and we'll keep an eye out for maybe some more impressive snow totals with that for our mountains as we head on into that time. Definitely will be a chillier air mass that will cool our temperatures down into the 40s again for highs too here in the lowlands. All right, high temperatures though, we are going to see those more around the low to mid 50s for the next few days. Averages at 52, so many of these days will be right around that mark. While as we head on into the end of this work week and really the start of next week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, highs will be back into more of the 40s, so it's going to be a bit on the chillier side. For tonight, lows only in the low to mid 40s, so it's not going to be too chilly out there. We'll keep those temperatures relatively comfortable. And then for tomorrow, low 50s around Blaine at 52, 54 in Mount Vernon. We'll top off in the mid 50s around Marysville and Coopville, seeing a high of about 54 around Kingston and Paulsbo, Redmond up to 55, Maple Valley hitting 53, Des Moines up to 54 degrees, 52 in Belfair, Puyallup up to 56 degrees. Farther south, Centralia through Longview up to the mid 50s. Morton over there towards the east, 52, 51 in Ocean Park, Raymond at 52, Tulips reaching a high of 51, Lake Cushman up to 49, while Squim is at 54, and we'll top off at 51 there at Nia Bay. 7-day forecast, expect to keep temperatures in the low 50s here for the remainder of the work week and through the weekend, and then by next Monday, that cool air mass will settle on in and drop those highs back down into the mid 40s and probably bring us some better rain chances across the area once again after we get past this system on Tuesday, and maybe the best chances for seeing some of that mountain snow a bit on the heavier side as we head on into that point as well. But again, for tonight, not going to completely give up hope on viewing the total lunar eclipse tonight, but it is going to be difficult, and again, you're going to have to time it just right, and hopefully you'll get some of those breaks in the clouds if you are going to be here across parts of western Washington. Okay, everyone, have a great Monday night and enjoy your early Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.